I'm Dr. Bill Usman.
And I'm Dr. Lori Bindig, and we're from Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut.
We're starting a new graduate program in media literacy and digital culture, and we really believe that it's going to be the first critically oriented media literacy master's degree program in the United States.
So we're here at What's Possible in San Francisco looking for great candidates for our program, people who are interested in understanding the media and taking that understanding and changing the world.
It's really about kind of taking the project-censored model and turning it toward a media education type of program. The term media literacy has been co-opted by the big media industries, and we want to really have a truly independent, truly critical perspective on media that we think would be useful for students in lots of different discipline areas. Speaking of educators as activists, here we are. I'm Bill Usman from Sacred Heart University. This is my colleague, Lori Bindig. As Mickey said, we're starting a new program that is all about educating people about media and what that really means. Media create the world we live in. And the first step has to be education. Because if we don't understand the role that media play in shaping our world, then we're not going to be interested in what TM's doing, or what Sarah's doing, or what Barry's doing, or what Project Censor is doing, because first you have to understand the role that media play in creating the world that we live in. And that's what our program is all about. Media literacy is a crucial concept. We've focused a lot on traditional literacy, and we focused on it for some real good reasons. But I'm fond of saying that we spend a lot of time teaching kids how to analyze a poem. And there's nothing wrong with poetry. I love poetry. Give me a volume of Langston Hughes and a beach and I'll be fine, right? But our young people are exposed to many, 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 many more advertisements and commercial messages in a day than they'll ever be exposed to poems in their life. And we're not teaching them how to critically analyze those commercial messages. The CEO of Disney said in a secret memo to his shareholders, we are not about telling stories. We have no obligation to make a statement. We have no obligation to make history. Our only obligation is to make money by any means necessary, if we quote from someone with a little more integrity than Michael Eisner. That's what the world of corporate media is all about. And that's the world that our children and we swim in and live in and breathe in. And when we talk about issues like debt, right, it starts with advertising. It starts with the consumer culture that convinces us that the only way we can be happy is to constantly be spending money and purchasing and then going online and posting pictures of what we purchased. So Lori and I are very committed to starting a critical media literacy program. The term media literacy has been co-opted by the big commercial corporate media industries themselves. The idea behind our program at Sacred Heart is, Nolan mentioned Neil Postman. Neil Postman had a book called Education as a Subversive Activity. Right? We are about being a real critical media education program, which as far as we know doesn't exist anywhere else in the United States. And so educating the educators of tomorrow, graduate students who will then be going out and working with young people all over the country about what this corporate media system really stands for. I'll turn it over to Lori.
And Bill was a perfect segue for me because it's not just people who go into schools who are educators. Every single person in this room is an educator. And so yes, you might be in a K through 12 setting, and we do need those types of educators who teach students about the media and media messages. but it's also every single one of you who has a particular cause or concern that you need to express, that we want all of the people that do this type of critical work to come through our program in order to spread this message and to make the world a better place. Not to be too Pollyanna, but it is important that this is how the media is both the problem and part of the solution. That if you need to get your message out to make the world a better place, you need to understand the media and then create your own media and expose those messages.